Hello everybody and welcome back to Getting Wrecked and our 5th mission in the American campaign of Transport Fever. And this mission is all about airplanes. Or is it? Not really. I will talk you through my setup here and the medals as well. So we need to finish this mission in less than 20 years. So we need to own at least 20 planes at the end of the mission. We need to own and have the landing permissions for all airports. We need to make sure that 12 terminals are built and ensure that the number of industrial jobs in Los Angeles grows to 600. Which is kind of nothing, I think. It's almost 600 already. Alright. However, this is actually not about airplanes that much. When you start this mission, you will get one mission in each city. And when you finish the mission, you will get a landing permit for their airport. So, for example, in Santa Barbara, our mission is to take part in the poker tournament on this boat. But that will cost us 5 million, and spoiler, we will lose, so we're not going to do that just yet. However, the other cities, they require different types of transportations. So we can start with the machines for Los Angeles. So we had one medal that was to get Los Angeles to have 600 industrial jobs, which will happen if we deliver the machines more or less by itself. But how do we do this? We have the machine factory in Los Angeles here. So we need steel. So we get steel from the steel mill up here. So we need to provide iron ore and coal to this one. So we have the coal mine and the iron ore mine here. So I have some trucks that brings iron ore around this hill here. I don't really want to mess with it over here. And here we have a trade where I build quite expensive tracks with tunnels and even bridges in order to get to the steel mill. Then we have trucks getting into the steel or the machine factory, and the machines go to the industrial area over here. Alright, so that's one of them done. Then we need to have Las Vegas building the Hoover Dam. So here we have Hoover Dam that requires good old bricks. And here's the brick factory. So we have trucks between these places. And then we have a quarry up here where we have a boat that will transport any stones down there. Alright, then we have Phoenix. So these guys, they want to have traffic to observation platform at the Grand Canyon. And that one is over here. Can we upgrade this? Nope. So this is kind of a tourist attraction. I'm not sure where the Grand Canyon is here, but this one will go quickly. This thing requires a lot of people, or I'm not sure why everyone wants to get there, but they do. Alright, and then we have fuel to San Diego. And we have 2 oil wells up here close to the river, so we have one dock here, one dock here, and a tanker that will go through both these all its way down here, and then we transport their fuel into the city. Alright, so this is all the setup we need. We have some passengers going to what's it called? Grand Canyon. And this is the setup we require more or less. The train will be a bit too long for the start of the game, but it's fine, and we will need to expand the trucks as we go. However, don't be fooled about this mission. It's not about getting these landing permits as quickly as possible and start building airplanes. That's not how you win this, because one of the missions you will get is that you will have to pay quite a hefty fine at about 15 million, depending about how much you have to pay as time goes by. Sometimes you get smaller payments that you have to, or smaller penalties as time goes by. But anyways, in order to pay those fines, I would recommend you to build some kind of passenger services, because that's how you make money in this game as easily as possible. So going from Los Angeles to San Diego seems to be a pretty legit way of doing that. So yeah, it's some mountains in the way, but we have 14 million. We can go with standard tracks and without any extra shenanigans. And I would just build some kind of train service here from the residential area if possible. Try to keep it cheap, but at the same time try to keep it quite fast as well. So maybe even have some bridges, because yeah, it's quite high ground here, so I think that bridge is legit. Bridge pillar. Can we get a little bit cheaper? I guess so. I guess we can have our station down here. Seems to be. Problem is that we are kind of up on the hill here, so we will have a hard time to make this happen. But yeah, will be a really quite a uphill here in the beginning, but so be it. We just have to build a strong train. But this train will be our bread and butter. It will have to make all the money for us, because making money out of the flight in this map is quite hard. We don't have any electricity for this train. I guess we can go with the Atlantic. This M300, it's 200 kilowatts. It's one could argue for it, I guess. I'm not sure how it will handle the steep hill here, but let's try it. So we have our Los Angeles Diego passenger, like that, and then we will of course need our trusty setup of buses here as well, in order to make it so people actually use these. Too bad this is not connected, but I guess that's fine. Something like that. Oh, here I even have a depot, so let's get a couple of buses, and you will go around the right way, like that. We will rename this to Die Passengers, Yeah. Legit name, and here we have a depot as well. And let's make one more line here. Are these being... Does it think these two as the same? Yeah, it actually says that these two are the same station. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, and this is the Los Angeles passenger line. So this is the setup we will go for. We will lose money, but that's only temporary. Anyways, I will fast forward here for a bit, and hopefully you can see how quickly especially this area will go with our canyon transportation. They will be active pretty soon. I really like this map since we are able to actually use the different vehicle types this time around. Alright, so yeah, this passenger line is already lifting, so I expanded this train, built 3 more locomotives and 1 more train cart. That's our money maker, and you can see that the demand is increasing here as well. They are starting to build these oil refinery stuff, and we also already finished the Phoenix landing permit here with 100 passengers. So what we can do is we can take part in the poker game, unlock 1 more of these landing permits, and then we can start making money from airmail. So if we buy an aircraft here, junkers, and we set up a line between Santa Barbara and Phoenix, we got 1 out of 4, and we also have we will earn money quite fast, 100,000 each month per airplane. However, don't go overboard with this, because look here, capacity 1. So get the cheapest one, because until you are finished with this mission you can't get more than 1 passenger on each of these. So that's an important thing to remember. You can try to set up some kind of passenger services at least. Should we have a depot? We can have a depot. That doesn't hurt. That's quite expensive depot. This services will not really I don't think they will get so much traffic, so I will just go with 1 line for time being. So this was Santa Barbara passengers. But look at the money coming in, but this is why we need to pay the fine later on, because we get these kind of free money here and we will have to pay them back sooner or later. So yeah, we need to make ourselves some money, and one way of making money is to actually expand on these iron ore stuff. Because this one is one of the things that actually... What's this one coal? Is this coal? What? It's supposed to be iron ore. Oh well. Something like that. But as we produce more and more coal, we will produce more and more steel. So we need to keep these guys up to snuff as well. So let's get 2 of these. Los steel. And then we have just one guy going back and forth here, but this is such a short distance, so that's fine for the time being. Look at that. We already got the first medal. Increase the industrial jobs in Los Angeles to 600. Good job. But we still have a lot of machines, construction material and fuel to deliver, so let's keep it up. Alright guys, we are getting really close to our fuel delivery limit. But we are actually out of fuel or oil here. So we need to wait for this guy. And he's not very quick. 25 kilometers an hour. What's that? Is that like 13 knots? 14 knots? I like the sound of the boat at least. Maybe the machines will be ready first. Come on! Chop chop! The money shot. Ka-ching! Anyone wants to transport some fuel? Okay, we got the machines. We will get the fuel soon as well, I guess. But alright. Which means we can buy one more of these jokers and set it to a new line. And we can set it to fly to Phoenix. It's fine. I guess you can have the lines go back the same way and it will count as one more line. But we are not in any rush of completing this section. Or should we do it as quickly as possible? Nah. Okay, that guy has one fuel. Alright, so here we got one of these. Busted! Damn! Our airmail cartel has been busted, so we need to pay 2 million. Boom. And that thing, I think lower the amount you need to pay in the end of this mission, because you will need to pay like 15 million, but now we need to pay 13 million because we paid 2 millions already. Well, anyways, this guy should deliver the fuel and we should be able to get one more of these aircrafts. He doesn't know which dock to unload. Alright, there we go. So let's buy a cheap aircraft again. And set up a line between these two. So we have the construction materials as well. All these iron ores. Right. So we got a medal for having all the landing permits. That's pretty solid. Oh, and by the way, now that we have finished this dam, this guy will not take any more bricks, so we will need to set up a cargo terminal in the industrial area instead. Something like that, and we will have these guys. We will add a station down here. I guess it's fine. They can go to both places. It's not the end of the world. Alright, so let's get one more aircraft and then we will upgrade the train, and then we will try to make a lot of monies. So where did this guy go? So these money you make from this you will have to pay back anyways, so FYI. So let's have 2 more gondolas here. Alright, so generate enough cash to pay off the rest of the fine. Yeah, so we need to pay 14 million. That's just go great. But the first thing we will do is that we will actually retire all our flight paths, because they are just transport passengers in the new aircraft on any route. Alright, so we will actually sell all these jokers because they only have still one passenger slot, so we need to replace them with real vehicles. So I will remove all these lines, and I'll get the mission to transport 300 passengers in the DC-3. And from my experience, the only route people fly is Las Vegas, Phoenix, and this San Diego. So I would recommend you guys to not go all in with the DC-3 because it's quite an expensive airplane. So what I will do is that I will have a DC-3 on maybe the furthest lines. So one on each of these, something like that. But since we have a medal to get 20 planes, I will buy some smaller suckers
for these shorter distances. Nice flight pattern. I don't remember which way I go line to. I went down there, so let's have a shorter to Phoenix as well from this place. Come on, buy junkers. Las Vegas to Phoenix. So that's kind of what I will have for my aircraft right now.
What we could do before I fast forward is that we could expand the passenger services from the airport to something like that, and we will put down a depot as well. Alright, so anyways, let's fast forward a bit and see what happened. Hi again. So the game crashed when I was upgrading my platforms. So I will screw it, let's do it. 3 terminals. Problem is that these guys, when you upgrade, you will remove all people waiting. Oh well. So now we have the terminals. Now the only thing we need is to check our aircraft lines. Look at this, we lost all our people because we upgraded. Even the ones in flight. So okay, that's a tip for you guys. Upgrade these suckers as quickly as possible, because we just lost quite a lot of... Not only did we lose 2 millions here, but yeah, that was really bad. Alright guys, we are getting close to our fine here. What kind of train is that? Looks like something from a sci-fi movie. Class PRRGG1. Alright. 160 kilometers an hour. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. A little bit more. Okay. This train should do it. No. Alright, so now we paid our penalty, which means we are low on funds again. Now the only thing we need is actually to transport people in DC-3. And just to show you where my money income is coming from, can we show you like this? So the passenger train, those are making a lot of money. My coal and iron train here is making a lot of money, and I could even expand that further. The Phoenix to Grand Canyon is making a lot of money. That's only trucks or road vehicles. Sure, this road was pretty expensive to build, but still pretty impressive. And now we are actually starting to make money from some of our aircrafts, and we also have the boats. So the stone boat, we should have. The oil tanker is not making any money just now, but that's just because bad intervals here. They would soon make money, I guess. Yeah, like that. So the boats and the trains are making quite a lot of money. But anyways, now the only thing we need to do is wait for our DC-3s. So, but we also must remember to build at least 20 planes. Let's see what this guy does. Is he going to lift off? Yosh! 98 kilometers an hour. I think we are stalling. March speed 333 kilometers an hour. Okay, we are, whoops, shortcut. We're actually making 300. Oh, will this be the one? Is this a chosen one? No! It was not. Damn it. I forgot to buy the freaking airplanes. Well, that's easy to solve. We can just load up the save, autosave from January here. So be right back. Back in business. So let's check how many aircraft we have. We can check it out with this one. Okay, we need 7 freaking more aircrafts. Whoa, we need to pause this game. Alright. Whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank you! Let's find ourselves a nice DC-3 to end this episode with. Touchdown! Easy as pie. And we got 5 years to go. Almost impressive. Take your time. Someone else will be getting there first. Alright, so we got Aviation Pioneer with 5 years to go. Own 20 planes. Yeah, I think you should do it like this. Buy them in the end, because sure, you might get them profitable, but 20 planes will clog your airports, so they will just be in taxi or like in circling around. They will not do much. Own the landing permissions for all airports, enough to say really. Upgrade the terminals, do that early so you don't have to remove people. And then this one, it's made automatically just by providing machines to Los Angeles. So there you have it. It's a decently easy mission. Or maybe not. The money is the most important part. Get your money makers going. So the coal train and the passenger train will make it so you have these 20 million or 15 millions to spend when you get to pay the fine, and avoid getting a lot of aircrafts with only 1 passenger slot, and those you get, replace them with real aircrafts. And that's about it, I say. Yeah, that should be it. I have not actually watched the next mission, but I think it's about oil and depression, so I'm guessing it's like 20 years later than this. So we will have some nice toys to play with. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye.